So, the timing of this call, this timing of this communication has coincided with the weekend prior to your spring equinox period, the period of the shift from, in a sense, what you may call your winter into your summer. Perhaps we may view this as a shift from a introspective period of deep spiritual introspection, going within for the purpose of growth, healing, expansion, confidence, inner knowing, self-realization, idea of purpose, seeing into what it is we are. We can use this winter period has for many years been used on your planet as a period of introspection to get clear what it is in your reality, where you really want your lives to go, where you really want your lives to move. And as we move through this period, through your spring equinox period in the coming week into your summer 6-month time frame, your half cycle of your sun, your soul, the energy, the consciousness, the momentum on your planet will be shifting from, as it does in each shift through the spring equinox, from a very much internal, introspective, deep dive within into who you truly are, where you need to heal, those beliefs you need to redefine, and what perspectives you would like to bring forth into your reality, what excitement, what joy, what bliss, what fulfills you, how you would like to serve your dimension, serve your reality through the idea of your calling, your purpose, your spiritual path, we could say. And the idea is that as we move through this spring equinox period, we are moving into a time frame, moving into a span of consciousness where this introspective period, where many of you have gone deep, deep, deep within yourselves to uncover those shadow aspects of yourselves that needed bringing to the surface so you could redefine them, bring them back into alignment, see they are all nonsensical in the eyes of creation, see how misaligned they are to your true bliss state of consciousness. Let them go and move forward. And now many of you have been through this deep period of introspection, deep period of asking yourself, who am I? Why am I here? What can I bring to this world? How can I express my excitement, my joy, my passion, my bliss, my calling in this reality? The idea is we can move forward with this energy into a period through your summer months, through the half cycle of your sun, which is the warmer area of your planet, the more energized period where the sun will be energizing you. And we can use this momentum to begin to express these excitements, begin to express these realizations in your reality, to begin to take action upon those things that bring you joy, bring you excitement. For, as we have said time and time again, who you are, why you are here, the service you come to bring to your reality is that which excites you the most. When you are living your highest excitement moment to moment to the best of your ability, without hesitation, without expectation, and knowing that you will always be supported in whatever way abundance needs to flow to you, if you believe abundance will flow to you because your beliefs create your reality. As you tune into these aspects of yourself, these realizations of who you are, why you are here, what gifts you have to bring to this world over the winter solstice period and through your winter months, you can now begin, as we shift into this summer period, the summer half cycle of your sun, your soul. As we move into this period, you can begin to know that it's time to take action. It's time to take bold steps forward. It's time to ride this wave, ride this energy, ride this crescendo of consciousness that many of you have turned the event, the shift, that is amplifying, that is accelerating. This shift into a fourth density, fifth dimensional, next level of consciousness on your earth is going through a rapid transmutation, a rapid acceleration into the idea of more light quotient in your reality, the idea of less dense physical reality, a greater density of light. Your reality will begin to feel more dreamlike if you have not noticed so already. You will begin to sense more clearly that you are not living in a physical reality. It is merely a projection of your consciousness. It is part of the illusion you have created to explore the ideas, the themes, the growth of yourselves as a spirit in this realm. And the idea is that you can really begin to ground these excitements, really begin to ground these inspirations, these insights, these inspirations, these impulses to move in certain directions you have garnered through your deep introspection over the winter months can now begin to be put into action. You can now take the initiative and begin to use this new energy of the event, of the shifting consciousness, of the increased light quotient relative energy passing into your reality, into your dimension, as your planet and your solar system moves into a more energized, more vibrant, more higher consciousness realm of your galaxy. As you move into this new energy, this new frequency, this new crescendo, the bow wave, the cutting edge of the expansion of consciousness, you can begin to see that along with this, and along with the idea of moving into your summer period where there is much more energy from your sun that is available to energize your body, energize your systems, and come more into a grounded state that perhaps you have been over your introspective months in the winter, and you can begin to take action upon your excitement. You can begin to take action upon your joy. You can use the culmination of this summer period and the culmination of the energy of this shift, the event, the increased vibrational frequencies permeating your planet at this time to move forward with those things that excite you the most, those things that bring you joy. It's time to take action. It's time to ground your inspiration in reality. It's time to become who you came here to be, to the truest you can be. For the energy, in a sense, will never be more inducive, will never be hold more potential to accelerate you from the darkness into the light, from your perspectives of fear-based reality where you fear you need to hold on to old jobs, old income sources, old perspectives of creation to survive in this reality. In a sense, there has never been a greater window of potential in your reality to begin to let go of those perspectives, begin to let go of those beliefs and step more fully into who you are and who you came here to be. There has never been greater opportunity as now. For as the consciousness rises and so many entities, beings on your planet are beginning to step into themselves, are beginning to step into their heart space, their higher frequencies, their higher space of excitement, joy and bliss, expressing themselves in the way they wish to serve humanity through their excitement. There has never been a greater expansion, there has never been a greater acceleration of people stepping into this path, into this calling, into this paradigm, into this way of life. And so the effect this is having on your civilization, that it is having a profound effect on the collective consciousness on your planet. No longer is it classed as crazy in the way it used to be. No longer is it completely misunderstood. No longer is this idea that people cannot really even begin to comprehend this idea of this new paradigm, this new way of living as spiritual beings, creating your own reality within your consciousness whilst following your excitement and your dreams to be of service to humanity in the way you came here to serve humanity. There has been a kind of shift collectively, very recently, particularly as we pass through this event, but also over the past years. But now we are reaching a crescendo, we are reaching a point where the collective consciousness of this civilization has reached a point where really anyone can begin to explore these ideas, because there is no longer the tether to the old dimension. There is no longer the tether to the old paradigm, the third density realm of consciousness that keep people trapped in their illusory bubble of what is possible. The idea is that enough of you have reached a kind of 100th monkey effect that it has significantly affected the collective consciousness. And in a sense, this is the event. This is the event. And it has, in a sense, occurred already, because your civilization has reached a kind of 100th monkey effect. And it is in this process. And it may take a few more weeks or months to fully ground and fully align to this kind of 100th monkey collective consciousness shift. But it is occurring. We are in the process of reaching that realization within the collective consciousness that it is possible to take on other perspectives of creation. It is possible to take on other perspectives of reality. Your reality is no longer locked into a paradigm, locked into a co-collectively agreed upon belief system that you are separate individuals living in a hostile universe as random mutations that has no connection to anything, lost and alone with only your wits and your instincts to keep you alive. This paradigm, this bubble of reality that you created yourselves for many thousands of years on your planet for the purpose of exploring the idea of separation, disillusionment, disappointment, loss, grief, anxiety, all the idea of the negative, separative frequencies that you so lovingly explored in your reality for the purpose of exploring the idea of separation and disconnection from source. You have, in a sense, reached the end of the exploration of this paradigm. You've reached the end of the exploration of this reality. And those of you that have been proceeding down the path of your excitement for so many years now, in a sense, paved the way. You have opened the doorway to enable the consciousness of the collective to much more easily step into their own empowerment, step into their own path, their own excitement, their own joy, their own bliss, their own creativity, their own expansive potential to serve humanity at this time through those things that excite them the most. The doorways have been opened, the shackles have been taken off your earth in a sense. The collective consciousness is now at a point where those people who are still very much contained within the old paradigm, still very much living out the old way of living. They no longer have this, in a sense, blinkers that are literally blocking them from even exploring the idea of other perceptions of reality. This, in a sense, collective perspective no longer exists, and while the majority of the beings on your planet may be still very skeptical about people sat on chairs acting as biological transmitters for extraterrestrial consciousnesses and the like, they have now come to a point where they are able to open their minds to the potential. They are no longer living in a locked, clamped down paradigm where they can't literally break out of their thought patterns and they can't see beyond the shutters they have put in front of their eyes. This is no longer the case. From our perspective, from our sensing of the frequency on your planet, there is now great potential for you. Begin to share your messages with your fellow humans. Begin to suggest to them that perhaps reality is not structured as they have perhaps thought it to be. Perhaps there is a greater consciousness at work. Perhaps the teachings of the religions, the major religions on your planet, are pointing to a truth in your civilization that has somewhat perhaps become clouded in time as the teachings have become distorted and passed down from generation to generation, and in some cases intentionally distorted for the suppression and the calming down of your civilization. There is a potential to show your fellow humans through following your excitement, through following your joy, through following your creative impetus, your creative potential, to begin to carve the way, to begin to carve a new path, to begin to show a way for your fellow humans. Now that they have opened up their minds, now that they are beginning to embrace other perspectives outside of their current belief system, now that they are beginning to explore the idea that perhaps their beliefs, their perspectives, their ideologies are not 100% true. Perhaps there is another way of viewing reality. Perhaps they don't know everything. This is the general collective mindset at present. People are opening up. People are beginning to explore other ideas. People are becoming interested in the paranormal, spirituality, religion, in ways that they have never been done so in the past. And the idea is that this is your potential. This is your opportunity to ride this wave, ride this event, ride this expansion and acceleration of consciousness in your reality. To begin to moment follow your highest excitement, follow your joy, follow your passion, for as we have iterated previously time and time again, though we understand many of you, some of you here may be listening into this transmission for the first time, so we may share our perspective one time briefly. The idea is that we all have a purpose. We all have a calling. We all have a reason we have incarnated on planet Earth at this time. We all have a theme. A way we generally came here, a general idea, how we would express in this reality. How we would serve this collective. How we would begin to transition this Earth into a fourth density golden age of love and light. And this is in a sense the collective theme of all humans in the civilization at present. You're here to transition this Earth from a third density paradigm that believes in the idea of separation and disconnection from source consciousness into a fully self-realized conscious expression of creation, a golden age, a civilization that understands its connection to source, that understands the idea that we are all one being, all one consciousness, having a collective dream called planet Earth. And in this perspective, the idea is that we are all moving towards somehow serving this evolution of consciousness on the planet at this time. We are all here with the perspective of coming to serve, coming to play our parts, coming to assist in the transformation of this civilization at this time. How, may you ask? Very quick question. The way we have always taught, we have always shared from our perspective is to Align with that part of you that is excited. Align with those things in your life that bring you joy, that bring you bliss, that bring you creativity, that bring you inspiration. These are your gifts. This is your purpose. This is your calling. This is the way you have come to share your true nature, your true consciousness with this reality at this time. Those things which uplift you, those things which enlighten you, those things which align you with your heart, your higher consciousness, the higher chakras, those things which bring you joy, bliss, expansion, creativity, integrity. All these ideas, what you may term the positive emotions, the positive feelings, these are the guidance of your higher mind, your higher self, that aspect of you that is more closely aligned to source, more closely aligned to your infinite nature, your infinite potential. This higher mind, this aspect of you that understands fully who you are, that has not taken on the distortions of the physical realm, the belief systems of humanity, that is tuned in very clearly to the momentum of source consciousness in the planet at this time, is able, through your excitement, to guide you each step of the way, to guide you down the path of least resistance, to bring in your gifts, bring in your service, bring in your alignment, bring in your joy into this reality in the most accelerated, aligned, and expansive way possible. And the idea is, every time you act upon an excitement, every time you act upon a joy, every time you feel excited to do something in your reality, whether it be a walk in the park, reading a book, writing a book, creating an event, going to a party, going to a dance, having a drink. The idea is that no matter what your excitement is, it is the guidance of your higher self. It is the guidance of your higher mind. It is guiding you back into who you truly are. It is guiding you back into your true nature, your core being, for the purpose of showing you how you can serve humanity, how you can serve this civilization, how you can assist in the transmutation and the transcendence of the old paradigm into a new fourth density, fifth dimensional golden age in love and light. So, the idea is, as we have suggested many times, that always, in each and every given moment, you act upon your highest excitement to the best of your ability, in the understanding that you will be supported in your reality via the law of attraction, via your creational aspect, via the idea that you are the creators of your own reality. All of your reality exists within your own consciousness. There is only separation, no separation. There is only you. And this reality exists within you as a projection of your consciousness. And how you create your reality is through the vibrational state you admit and the beliefs you hold on to. So if you hold on to a belief that you will be supported in your passion, in your calling, in your service to humanity, in whatever way abundance needs to flow to you, it will do so. Because what you say goes. It's your reality. It's your creation. You are God. You are the creator of your reality, of your realm. Nothing can argue with you because it's all you. You are all there is. There is nothing outside of you. So if you're able to redefine your beliefs, if you are able to realign your perspectives to the idea that you create your own reality, that you create your own dream through your vibrational state, through your beliefs, and you begin to redefine those beliefs to state, while I'm following my excitement, while I am serving humanity through my highest purpose, my highest joy, my highest calling, I trust I will be supported in whatever way abundance needs to flow into my reality. And it will. Because it's your reality, and what you say goes. And the idea is, as we move through this event, as we move through this increased energy period, as we are shifting into a more fourth density aligned, fifth dimensional perspective of creation, a more multi-dimensional, tuned in sense of oneness and sensing into, the idea is that the fourth density, fifth dimensional reality is moving into a paradigm where you know yourself to be the one infinite creator. You know yourself to be all that is. You know yourself to be the one consciousness that pervades all things. You come to see that all exists within your consciousness, like a dream at night. And life will become to feel more dreamlike as you shift into this fourth density, fifth dimensional paradigm. You will begin to experience the dream more as a dream. It will feel more dreamlike. Synchronicities will occur. Coincidences will happen. Who needs to be there will be there just as you need them to be there. Books will pop off shelves at you. Things will happen as if by magic, just as they need to happen. And this will increase the feeling of a dream. It will feel more dreamlike. It will feel more expansive. You will feel more connected to each other. You will feel more connected to all of your creation. You will be able to sense into the idea that there is just one consciousness. There is just one being in creation. And it's you. And it's us. And we are all the same. We are all one. And as we move into this shift, as we move into this acceleration, as the event takes us into a greater expression of fourth density consciousness at this time, you can begin to ride this wave. You can begin to use this acceleration of consciousness, this flow of energy, this flow of creativity, this flow of inspiration feeding into your planet at this time. You can ride this wave through following your highest excitement moment to moment to the best of your ability. You can ride this wave. You can align with this consciousness, and you can use this to express who you are, who you came here to be, and what it is you came to create in this reality to serve the ascension of this planet into a fourth density golden age of love and light.